I am the true alpha male, the living legend of hair loss. I rule the kingdom of hair loss. Let's get to work. I received a comment on a video. Wow, this one's older. I'm looking at the thumbnail. I actually had long hair. So this is, I don't know, maybe a year and a half old. The video is called Dating Apps, Why Balding Men Will Be Phased Out Through Natural Selection. Now, just so you know, that's not what I believe. I do not believe that at all. But it was one of those videos based on someone else's comment, and they were being paranoid. So Jay Billings has this to say, quote, "I'm actually Norwood 4. Stop. Let's assess that. I'm going to show you what Norwood 4 looks like, according to our chart here. Here we go. Norwood 4. So the person leaving this comment is saying that he's got a noticeable, obvious bald spot kind of in the back, and that basically the concept of having bangs is totally out. He's barely just got kind of a little bit of a peninsula there, but it's very rounded off. It goes, his temples, basically he doesn't have any hair on the temples at all, just goes straight back. So Norwood 4, and I have noticed a trend in which on this channel people tend to analyze their hair situation and say that they're actually worse than they are. I don't know, but taking his word for it, if he's accurate, then that's what Norwood 4 would be. Which is it's funny because I have certain people who are these prophets of doom. They're hair loss prophets of doom, and they're always telling me, you know, that my day's coming. I'm going to be Norwood 3 by so-and-so, or Norwood 4 by so-and-so, and they've been saying that for years. And then it's funny because certain people will say that my hair is actually worse than it is. People are like, oh, you're definitely Norwood 3, and then 5 minutes later someone says, no, you're definitely Norwood 2, which I say Norwood 2.5, and my hair is somewhat thinner on top. Let's get to the comment. Actually, I'm Norwood 4, and as much as I hate it, I'm getting consistent matches on Hinge and Bumble, which I just want to what? Hinge and Bumble. That's hilarious. Whatever that is, whatever dating app that I don't even know, I'm not going to Google it, I'm not going to look it up. The fact that the name is Hinge and Bumble, here's what that makes me think of. It makes me think of the Transformer movies. Like, I know there's Bumblebee, but it's almost like there's these two, like, would they be the bad guys? They'd be like comic relief bad guy Transformers. And like, they're just bumbling idiots, and like they barely get anything done. Kind of like Bebop and Rocksteady, like they work for Shredder on the Ninja Turtles. But Hinge and Bumble, that's hilarious. Laugh at that. That's funny. All right, back to work. Whatever Hinge and Bumble, that's so funny. It's hard to say that with a straight face. I'm getting consistent matches on Hinge and Bumble, Norwood 4. I've been on 17 dates in the last 10 days from just those 2 apps. Wow. All the girls were between 6.5 and 7.5, which is not bad. And of course, he's saying on a range of 1 to 10. They're between 6.5 and 7.5. I use an app to touch up my aggressively receding hairline. Now, what's funny is today, I'm just going through reading comments and recording my reaction. I don't even know what these comments are about. So it's funny because you decided to watch this video based on what you saw the title of this video. When I hit record 4 minutes ago, I didn't even know what this video was going to be about. So you knew before I did. So that's interesting. I use an app to touch up my aggressively receding hairline. Granted, I'm a very fit 6'2" male with broad shoulders and a 6-pack, so this may not work for everyone, but it has worked for me. Honestly, if you shave your head for dating apps, you will probably get next to nothing. But if you have some hair, there are ways to touch up photos to make them presentable. Girls use technology in Photoshop to improve their appearance in photos, so there's no reason you can't either to compete. Hit me up if you want advice. This is hilarious. Okay, that's the end of the comment. That is so funny. Okay, I mean, I won't be hitting them up for advice because, you know, in real life I'm married and have for 11 years, and so me personally, I don't think he meant that for me personally. I think he meant if they respond to that comment, he'll give them advice. I think this is interesting, and yeah, let's talk about it. So, you know, do unto others as they have him do unto you, I guess, right? So basically, and I guess there was a movie that I never saw called The Box with Cameron Diaz, where something like, I think the plot was like, a guy would knock on your door and something about you get $1 million, but then somebody else dies. It's kind of like that. It's almost like, okay, well, I get something good, but I'm basically gonna curse someone else. And that's what this reminds me of. So it's just like, well, okay, so let's say you're on these dating apps, Hinge and Bumble. Whew, Hinge and Bumble. You're on there, and even for me, let's say for me and my apparent 2.5 Norwood. So let's say I Photoshop this, I make myself a clean Norwood one, or juvenile hairline, whatever I want to do. I do that, all right? So now I've got this lower forehead framed, and I got that going on. And then I go on there, and so suddenly I look better now. But that means, by default, that I'm more attracted to... See, that's the thing, though. It looks like this guy's playing the game. I was watching this video last night talking about how there's 4 types of men. Boy, player, something like indecisive, reluctant, indecisive. And then the last one was an actual man. And it was talking about how the player or the boy is always just trying to hook up with girls, and that's his main agenda, which is really what it sounds like what this guy is trying to do. He's actually giving a count of how many dates he's going on. Now, there's no mention of this leading to anything beyond that first date, so that's why I'm thinking this guy's a player, and that's not at all what my channel is about. It's not about playing a game. It's about actually being a respectable, respected man who actually respects women. And a lot of the guys watch my videos because, oh no, I'm not going to be attractive and women aren't going to like me. But this guy is like, hey, I'm specifically going for the more attractive females, physically attractive. So that tells you about him that think about how he judges people. I guess it's interesting because he's judging people is he judging people by the way he wants to be judged himself would be an interesting question. This is the person who has a very superficial mindset, it sounds like. I'm going to try to find the most attractive females, hook up with them, and then that's it. And I'm 17 off these 2 apps. And I guess I'm wondering, does he care that... He almost sounds like he doesn't care that they're fake. Because naturally, that's what's going to happen. Like, if you're a superficial guy who's just trying to hook up with girls and do a body count here, then you're probably going to attract girls like you. You're going to attract superficial girls who... Yeah, they do all kinds of stuff as far as the apps, and their pictures are fake. So you see each other in real life, and I guess you resemble the picture enough, so you just kind of go along with it. But I guess that's what it is. It's superficial people hooking up. So that's my response. If you're a superficial boy / player, and that's what you want to do, then I guess it works for you. That is the opposite of who I am and what I believe and what I teach on this channel. Have you guys seen the movie Hitch with Will Smith from like 2005? If you recall, he genuinely was talented at helping other guys become more confident in themselves in dating. But there was this one guy, and it was part of the major plot of the movie, there was this one guy who openly said, look, I haven't slept with this one girl, I just want to take her to bed, and I can't, help me. And Will Smith's character, Hitch, was like, dude, that's not my thing. I don't do that. And so I feel like this guy that left the comment, like that's what kind of guy he is. And that's not what this is about. This channel is not about helping boys or helping players. It's about helping boys who want to actually become men, to be respected, not just to hook up with people on... Man, this is actually kind of fun because I really didn't know what... I am literally just filming my responses to videos. I'm going to spend a couple hours doing this just to kind of catch up. But what I would say is don't be like the guy that left the comment. That's not cool at all, man. That's not cool. Like, you're going to get what you deserve. You're going to get superficial girls who don't care about you, and I guess that's all you're going for, is superficial. So I guess at least you know who you are and what you're about. But for people who continue to watch my videos, you're going to see my goal is to help you become a more confident individual man in yourself, not based on your looks, and know how to attract women all across the scale, whether they're 10, 9, 6, whatever, but would actually care about you beyond the next dating match. Man, I'm sorry, but that's just pathetic. That's not at all what I do on this channel. All right, I'm done. Leave a comment here.